Dave Brion here to talk about and breathe new life into the +1 sword. Step one, name it. Give it a cool name. Give it a name that means something. Um, don't just name a +1 sword simply by what it does. If you give it any extra features like flaming or frost branding it or something or shocking, that's boring. You want to give it a name that has a legacy. The sword Excalibur uh, had a legacy and a meaning behind it. Um, you want to name the sword sword +1 or the Whispering Wind, sword of the Dark Mountain, sword of the Deep Sea. It can be named after an individual, the sword of Sir Galahad, and give it a really cool name and something that gives it a really cool appeal. The second part is the purpose. Why does it exist in the first place? Sometimes the magic of the item has nothing to do with its purpose. It would be like a king's crown. The sword Excalibur, whoever held this sword would be a great king. Well, maybe this sword has a legacy, even if this kingdom doesn't exist anymore. What is the purpose of the sword? Was the sword created from a certain realm or a culture? Where did orcs enchant this sword, or did humans, elves or dwarves, and what society existed? The next part is the meaning, and so you want to have a meaning, not just a purpose, but a meaning for the future. If someone's carrying the sword around and other people see it, what does it mean to them? What does it mean when you walk into a village and you draw this sword out? Maybe it was created by a family member that lived in the village and rumors start to spread. Maybe it was a wedding gift 1,000 years ago when two clans came together. um, Maybe this weapon was created to forge a bond between the evil humanoid races. Now there's a war, and this will unite the kingdoms. Give it a meaning. Give it some future. Um, the last three things would be the legacy, the history of it. As I mentioned before, who made it? Um, Come up with an idea of where it was found. Why was it there? Why was it sitting in the ocean? Maybe it passed through a thousand hands, and now the characters find it by accident. Maybe there are other people searching for it to return it to its proper owners, or put it in a history book, or something of that nature. And just by giving it its own legacy and purpose and future meaning, this it can create all kinds of developments. And the last thing would be the physical description and the magical description. Now, the physical description is easy. Does it have a serrated blade? Is it black? Does it have scars on it? Does it look brand new or carved like out of stone or crystalline element, mithril or platinum, golden laid with gems, or plain looking? Give it a nice physical description. Also, you want to give it a magic description. What happens, and not just how it looks, whether it glows or there's electricity arcing from it, but is it cold to the touch? Does it have a smell? Is there a soft breeze that blows by? Does it play music? How does the person feel when they handle it? Even if those effects aren't magical and affect the character, meaning saving throw wise, maybe a lawful character that picks up a black sword that has images of death and destruction and won't want to use that sword, even though there's no quote unquote game penalty for using it. So thank you very much, and please bring back the magic.